Good morning. What's up, y'all? I just realized I forgot to get on here last week, didn't I? I totally forgot about it. Anyway, it is finally that time again. It's the weekend. So we're finally getting to that point now where these weeks are just flying by, dude. Just like in Vegas. Same thing. That's how it was there. The weeks would just fly by. Chum, 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 chum. Fucking year's almost halfway over already. Isn't it amazing? Blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. I'm not digging this lighting though. Hang on a second. Hold up. Let me get one of my studio lights on. Hang on. Is that better? That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be on here for a long, long time, but I remember that last weekend I totally forgot to get up on here. Not really a whole lot going on, though. That's probably why whenever I quit getting on here is because there ain't very much to talk about. I'm a boring dude. Don't really do a whole lot. So, don't really have a whole lot to talk about. What are y'all up to? Readings from my phone? I don't work on my phone. I work over here in my studio. Need to wipe my camera lens clean. Anyway, hang on a second. There we go. Anyway. Yep. The home studio is complete now. Well, actually, I still have some, I took my foam padding down and put it back up, and I didn't put it all back up. So I still got that little, that's my little corner I used to sit at. I don't sit in that corner anymore now. I like the homey feel behind me, you know? So I flipped everything around in my studio so we could get a little spiritual little look behind me here. Anyway, though, yeah, man, we're pretty settled in, locked in. Got a decent little routine going so far, at least for the summer. But the only thing new I've added to my routine is my morning run. I do it Monday through Friday, 5 miles. That's a pretty damn big jump, too. That's a pretty damn big jump. Actually, now that I think about it, that's a really big jump. Because for 2023, all I planned to do was do no less, like on my laziest day, 2 miles. That's right. I remember that. That was just for this year. And I've been doing 5 miles every morning. But my goal is that sometime between now and me turning 40, I want to run the Las Vegas Marathon. That's my goal. I'm going to run me a fucking marathon, dude. Why? Just so I can keep constantly proving myself to myself. That's really the only reason. Because at one point in time, I thought it was impossible. So, gotta have something to look forward to, you know? Got to constantly be setting new goals. Because if you're not setting goals, if you're not going after something, life gets real boring, dude. Really, really boring. I know we've talked about this a million times, but it's true. Life will get real boring real quick. You just set you one goal, then you go after it, you get that goal, and then you just sit back and relax. Shit, life's gonna get real boring real quick. So I always thought that I would never be able to run. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I was like 19, I was like 9 years old. All the other kids were running track and cross country and shit. And man, I couldn't sprint a quarter mile, not even like a tenth of a mile. And I was done. I'd be winded. So I just didn't think running was possible for me. And you know me, once I got up on this manifestation path, get on that manifestation path, you can't use that word impossible. Can't use that word. Not if you're manifesting your reality. So, anyway. Anywho, had a boring birthday? That's no good. Man, I don't even celebrate my birthday for real. I don't even celebrate it. It's not uncommon at all for me to, like, not even realize my birthday's coming until the day before. Man. I don't know what I'm going to do this year. Yeah, we just did our garden too. That's some hard work, man. Shit. That is some hard fucking work. We redid our whole garden out back there and rebuilt the planter box around it. Moved all, because it was a strawberry patch basically is all it was. But my daughter wanted to plant some cucumbers, so she walked up to me in Home Depot with a pack of seeds and said, "Can we please grow some cucumbers?" I was like, "All right, well, you're gonna do it then." So we looked up on YouTube and put the cucumber seeds in this little wet paper towel and stuck it in a fucking Ziploc baggie until they started sprouting. And I made her come out and get the little pots and stick them in there, and now they're big. Now they're like that. So at some point we're gonna go out there. We already removed all the strawberries to one side of the garden, and she's gonna, get out there and we're gonna till up some of that soil and put the cucumbers in there at some point. Might do that this weekend. But yes, our backyard though, I'm gonna tell you what, if it wasn't for the backyard, I wouldn't like it here. I wouldn't. And I'm starting to realize just how spoiled we really were in Vegas. I'm starting to realize that because everybody sees this house and talks like it's so amazing. Oh, such a nice house. And I mean, I guess it is, but not as nice as our Vegas house. I could not quit comparing it to the Vegas house for the longest time when we moved in here. I didn't like it. I didn't like it when we first moved in here. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all. But now, it's been, when did we move here? March? It's been a few months now. We're getting settled in, starting to realize it's coming together. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's just a completely different style. But for me, what sold me was the fucking backyard, dude. It's like nirvana back there. I can grow my plants. Plant growing is fun. I think if you're self-employed and you're bored, or not bored, but boring like me, man, plants, that's one of the most fun hobbies if you're an introvert. I'm an introvert. I'm not a social person. Social interaction drains the shit out of me, so I don't get out. I don't do nothing. I don't make friends. I don't really have any friends except for David. I spend most of my time here at the house, so you gotta have some kind of hobby. Fuck, man, grow plants, dude. It's fun. It is so fun. Got my bonsais and my cacti, man. Yeah, it's paradise back there. It really is. It really is. I love it. I digs it, man. I do. Hang on. Anywho. So we're really settling in, and I don't know, man. We're really thinking about what we're gonna do next as far as buying a house, though. We're already starting to think about that. We signed a 2-year lease here, and then we're buying next. Because at first, for the longest time, we were both kind of like, well, I don't know if we want to be tied down to one location. We want to be free to move and whatnot. Man, after that experience moving here, whoo, we're like, nah, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. We're done moving. Done moving. So the next house is going to be our forever home. We just can't decide where we want to go. I tell you what, I mean, I'm really starting to, honestly, I didn't think I would ever hear myself saying this. I'm starting to dig it here. I really am. I'm starting to dig it here. I mean, I have to be 100% honest. I bought into the hype. I bought into it. I'm just a regular human too. So I bought into the hype of all the shit you hear about, you hear people talking and hear rumors and this and that. And I bought into all the hype that I heard about California. I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. But I think it goes a little bit deeper than just hearing about it like on the internet and whatnot, Like I'm talking people in regular everyday life. My whole life. Always talk shit about California. Wanting to get the hell out of here. Everybody I've met in my personal life. Not just what I've heard on the news. Not just what I've heard people talk about on the internet. I'm meeting people in my regular everyday life. Always got bad things to say about Cali. So I was scared to move here. Man, it ain't that fucking bad. It's expensive. It's expensive, but that's it. You gotta have an abundance mindset to live here. Oh yeah. You gotta have an abundance mindset to live here. But long as you have an abundance mindset, of course, also when you have an abundance mindset, you don't attract low vibrational people and situations into your life either. So like you tune into a completely different reality wherever you go anyways. So I hadn't even thought about that. But man, it's especially this little town we're in, it's fucking beautiful, it's peaceful, it's quiet, and there's no crime. Isn't that amazing? No crime. It's one of the first things I was worried about moving here, dude. One of the first things I was worried about, because again, like I said, I bought into the hype. You see all the videos of the homelessness. I have not seen one fucking homeless bum in this town. I haven't. I mean, you see all the videos. I guess, I'm not really in the right area for it, but even when we were up in LA, I didn't see it. The people in their tents all down the sidewalk and shit, and looting the stores. You see videos of people just running into stores and tearing it up and shit like that and running out. That's what I was thinking I was going to see moving here. I ain't seen that. I ain't seen nothing like that. So I'm starting to dig it here. Yep. Anyway, though, honestly, and I finally got Leah to admit it too. She was like, I think I have to admit, I think there is a piece of my heart back there in Vegas. Oh man. And I was like, yes, finally. Maybe we'll make it back there to Vegas one day. I miss it. She's just like, but everybody's going to Vegas. Everybody. And I'm like, we went there first. Who gives a fuck what everybody else is doing? We ended up in Vegas because that's where the universe took us, you know? It wasn't a plan. We didn't say, I want to live in Las Vegas. That's just where we ended up because that's where the universe brought us. So, and I was thinking the other day too, y'all might remember this. Those of you who have been watching my little chats on this channel for fucking years, you might remember that when we first moved to Vegas, I didn't like it. I had forgotten about that. That when we first ended up in Vegas, now I remember I didn't like it because it was crowded. And it's not crowded here in California. What the fuck? The most densely populated state in the entire US, and it's not even crowded, not in this town? Man, in Vegas, you could go grocery shopping at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, you know, and it'd be shoulder to shoulder, bumping carts and shit. And it was so draining, dude. But I finally ended up getting used to that after about the first year and a half. I started kind of getting adjusted to it and used to it. Now here we are in California, peaceful, quiet. It's normal. There's you go to the grocery store, it's not, you know, just whenever you're about to leave one aisle, you know, it's like pulling out into traffic. That's how it is in fucking Vegas, and it's not like that here. So, anyway, though. Anywho. I'm not going to be on here for a long time. I just wanted to hop on because I forgot to get on here last weekend. I have to go do my run here in a little bit. Go do my run and then get up here and get to work, I guess. Yeah, a lot of people did leave and go to Texas, didn't they? And now it's funny because, again, I don't want to buy into more hype, so I could be wrong. But from what I'm hearing, everybody that left and went to Texas, yeah, it's biting them in the ass now. Because from what I'm hearing, Texas flipped on everybody. So it's the way they're making it sound. Again, I could be wrong. I don't mean to buy into some hype, but that is some of the things that I've been hearing, is that everybody left California, moved to Texas, and now Texas is turning worse than California. I don't know. It is pretty here too, though, man. Just get in the car and drive for I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes. We're at the beach. Fucking beautiful. It's just expensive. That's really it. Man, you know how much it's costing? You know how much it's costing us to register our fucking cars in California? Fucking $4,000 a piece, dude. $4,000 a piece to register our fucking cars in California. And we're like, Jesus, what the fuck? I mean, I do have an abundance mindset, but that's just doesn't make sense. That's just stupid. $4,000 a piece, $8,000 to register our cars. Sales tax. So if it's a brand new car, no, neither of them are brand new. Well, we got the BMW the day we moved here. Well, right after we moved here. And we went to Nevada to pick that up. So, okay. But we've had the Audi for a year. We've already had the Audi for a year. So they said you got to provide documentation to prove that you paid sales tax in the state of Nevada, and we can knock all that off. And we only paid like $850 sales tax on the Audi. So they're going to take $800 off the $4,000. So we're still paying like $3,000 something to register the fucking Audi. It's like, damn, dog. And it's taken forever and a day for my license plates to come in. I got an expired ass temp tag on my fucking car. So those so far, that seems like the biggest issue as far as living in California. Other than that, though, whatever. It's nice. It's pretty, and it's fun. It's finally fucking summertime, dude. There wasn't no spring here. There was no spring. There was no spring. It was just the longest fucking winter I have ever experienced in my life. It was never spring, dude. Yeah. But then we woke up one day, boom, now it's like 90 degrees every day. So it's finally feeling like summertime. And another weird thing, when the sun goes down, it gets cold at night. That's weird. I got so adjusted to the desert, Nevada and Arizona and whatnot, it'd be 120 degrees at night. At night. When they first told me that, when I first heard people talking about that, I didn't believe it until we moved to Bullhead City right before we went to Vegas. Went like our first day there, we went to leave one night. And I have the picture painted in my mind that, okay, it was real hot today. It's going to feel so comfortable now that the sun's going down, you know, and you walk outside and you get that cool breeze. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not in the desert. No. Imagine pitch black night. You go to open the door. It feels like you just opened an oven. It'd be 120 degrees at night. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this place? Now we're finally back where it's normal. So it'll be like 90, 100 during the day. Then summertime, then the sun goes down. And then you can open up all the windows and this cold ass breeze. You know, it drops like 30 or 40 degrees when the sun goes down. Oh, that's about it, man. Other than that, I guarantee you Bullhead's hot right now. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Leah really misses Bullhead. That's the only thing I don't like about it, man. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I mean, it's a nice, quiet little town. It is. But that fucking heat, dude. That's the only thing that sucks about it, is that heat. It's like so, but I don't know. I got used to it. I started getting used to it though. But my only thing is, like I said, my lifestyle is I'm a really fucking boring ass homebody. So I gotta have something, some kind of hobby at the house. So you all know I grow plants. I got bonsai trees. I got about 10 bonsai trees out there. And like if we were to move back to the desert, bye-bye bonsai trees. Those don't do too well out in the desert heat. So I'm gonna have to say bye-bye to my hobby. Gotta have some kind of hobby, dude. Some kind. So if it wasn't for that, though, I probably would want to move back to somewhere in the desert. Vegas, Bullhead. Probably Vegas, honestly, man. Probably. If I was going to go back to the desert, I'd probably go back to Vegas, because you think Bullhead is such a tiny little town. So, like I said, if I don't have my plants, if I don't have anything to keep myself occupied at the house, then what am I going to do? You got to be able to go out and do something. Well, in Vegas, dude, there's always something to go out and do. Always. I firmly believe you could live in Vegas your whole fucking life and do something new every single day and still not experience everything that Vegas has to offer. It's that. There's always something to do there, dude. You can always find something to do or some nice place to go eat or something. Bullhead, though, man, there's nothing to do. Nothing to do. It's too tiny. Too tiny of a town. And I'm one of those people that there's so many people that, like, either yes, I love the city, or I love the small town vibe. It seems like most people are one or the other. I like the big city. I like small towns. And I fluctuate. There's times where if I get bored and I want to do something, I enjoy the city. And if I get overwhelmed and there's just too much energy and too much craziness, then I want the small town. I need to have somewhere like kind of in between, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Whatevs, man. Whatevs. Got to get my brain fired up. Get ready for my fucking run. I got to keep an eye on the time too. What time did I come on here? Hang on. Gotta figure out what time it is. I think I came on here like 7, didn't I? 7 Pacific time. Oh, okay, yeah. It's only 12 after 7. Okay. Anyway, though. Anyway, I ain't got nothing to talk about, man. Yeah, that's one state that I've never been to, Rhode Island. I've never been there. I've been up in New England, though. I lived up in New England for a year and a half. And then once I started my YouTube career, I left there. That was all right up there, though, man. The only thing that sucks about New England is winter time. Holy fuck. If it wasn't for those harsh winters, I would like it up there. That was an interesting vibe. I'm going to tell you what, anybody out there, travel. Travel, I'm telling you. Like, you learn so much. I have literally lived from coast to coast. Lived on the East Coast, and now I live on the West Coast. And it's a completely different vibe. Completely different. Totally different. There's no real way to describe it in words. You just have to go feel it yourself. What I thought the weirdest was about Maine, though, when I lived up in Maine, is when you think East Coast, we always tend to think fast pace. And that's very true. On the East Coast, everybody's much more fast paced. But even up in Maine, and the funny thing about Maine is that is like one of the most backwoodsy ass, like backwoods fucking, they don't even have air conditioners in their house and shit. Everything is so backwoodsy and looks like, you go up there to Maine, it looks like everybody is like a couple of decades behind the rest of the country. Like, seriously. But they're still real fast paced at the same time. It looks like the country vibe, a lot of forest and nature and whatnot, but it's not. It looks country, but it feels like fast-paced New York City. So weird, dude. I can't even put words to it. I don't even know how to describe it. But if I had to choose, I like the West Coast. I like the West Coast, man. I'm one of those. I am one of those. That's another state I haven't been to, is Michigan. That's kind of weird growing up in Indiana. Of course, I grew up in southern Indiana, though. Down there, dang along and dang dong. I can't stand that shit, man. Fucking Leah loves that shit. Of course, everybody does. Everybody. I'm the only person on this planet that doesn't. I ain't with the fucking, that southern redneck. I don't like it. Country music and dang along and dang dong, like that. I don't like it. Man, I grew up in a place. So I grew up there in southern Indiana, right across the southern Indiana, northern Kentucky border. They call it Kentuckiana because it's just like one little fucking universe there. So if you are there in Louisville, Kentucky, and you get on the 65 highway and you drive 30, 45 minutes north, you're in the boonies of Indiana. Drive 30, 45 minutes south, you're in the boonies of Kentucky. And they have their own little country vibe to them. It's very different. Very, very different. Strange. But I don't like it. I've lived in places where I couldn't understand them when they talk. Everybody says that I have a country twang to my accent. It's nothing like where I'm from. I ain't even playing, man. You try to ask somebody directions. Try to ask somebody, hey, where's the nearest gas station? Bang a like a dong dang a dong down there, and you dip up over there, flip up dang a dong like a dong. It's right there on your right. I'm like, what? Seriously, I'm not even exaggerating. I've had to ask people to repeat themselves. Hey, flip a bang along down there, and they chip over yonder, and then up in that hill down from the hollers and hills, and nag along over there on your right. I'll find it. Thank you. I'm not even playing. You think I'm playing? I'm not even playing, dude. And what I don't understand is, what do people find so attractive about that? That's why I've never really been big on country music, because it like glorifies that. And like if you visit a real redneck town, it's not this glorious America, Bud Light and a shotgun. You know, it's not, I don't like that. It's trashy. It's nasty, dude. I don't like it. But that's where I'm from. Maybe there's some kind of like deep-seated childhood trauma or something that I have that I don't even know. It's very possible. I had a traumatic childhood. I just don't remember it. I don't remember it. So it's been difficult healing over the past, on my healing journey. It's been really, really hard healing the childhood shit, because I don't fucking remember it. I don't remember it. It's hard to heal something that you don't remember, you know? So maybe something to do with my childhood. I know the first couple years of my life, I lived in trailers and, you know, and just around a bunch of ghetto people and shit. And I don't know, maybe something bad happened to me when I was 2 or 3 around some rednecks or something like that. And I just don't fucking remember. I don't know why it bothers me. It just bothers me. I don't like it. Don't like that vibe. Don't like the country redneck vibe. Dang along, dang dong, dang dong. I just don't like it. Don't like the music. Everybody loves that dang along, dang dong country music. I can't fucking take it seriously. I can't take you seriously. You know, music is supposed to be something that grabs you by the emotions. And you can't grab me by the emotions if you're singing like a fucking illiterate, ignorant hick. I can't take that seriously. I just can't. I know I got a little bit of twang to my accent. I know. I do the best that I can to enunciate clearly. But I just met Leah's grandma yesterday on her dad's side for the first time. She's not really all that close with her dad's side of the family, so she hadn't even seen her own grandma in, I think she said, like 8 years or something like that. So I met her grandma and her aunt Lynn, and that was one of the first things they asked me. Where are you from? I'm like, shit. Everybody always asks, you from Texas? No, not that far south. Not that far south. Anyway, I don't even remember why we were talking about that. Did I have a point that I was making? Who knows? Anyway, I'm probably going to be getting up out of here in a couple of minutes. Probably gonna be getting up out of here. Just wanted to hop on and fill some space because I forgot to get on last weekend. What the fuck did I do last weekend? I don't even remember. I don't even remember. I don't remember what we did last weekend. Oh well. Wait a minute. Last week we went to David's baby shower. Oh, that's what we did. That's what we did. Went to David's baby shower. David and Sophia's baby shower. That's right. That's right. Anyway, yeah, I ain't got nothing to talk about, y'all, so I'm probably gonna hop on out of here. Just wanted to hop on and touch base and say what's up. Do I have any? I don't have any readings printed out, so I don't know what my reading times are. Oh, I got a Zoom call. That's right. Got a Zoom call at like 11. But it'll more than likely probably be a little bit later. But anyway, I'll see y'all at some point in time later on my main channel.